Hey everyone, am here back in Champions, and I thought while I wait for Champions Online tag-along buddy person, I thought I'd give you a tour of the city of what I know. So, I'll first give down the list of what I'll look into, so you guys can see if you want to ever play this game, so you know where it'd be in Millenium City. I'll probably show Canadian wilderness and the desert later. So I'll just give you down the list for Millennium City. Alright, so right here is Defender. He's going to be your first mission giver ever once you start off from the tutorial, or if you make your new character. You just pretty much run up to him from there, and run down this ramp and stand right in front of him and just press Z. He'll give you a mission, and then you can be on your way. And I'll show you another good place to be. And this is the powerhouse. The powerhouse is where once you level up, you can get more powers. So enter it real quick. Show you guys around what to do and what not to do. Well, there is nothing you can't do in the powerhouse, really. So, yeah. Alright, so this is the powerhouse. This place is awesome, in my opinion. It's really shiny and white and silvery and everything. Alright, so when you level up, if you see the lightning in the top left corner, it says like 4 points available to spend. Usually that means that you can go to the powerhouse and talk to them. So you just simply run up to a trainer on one of the platforms, press Z, train up, and etc. And then as long as you don't exit the powerhouse, you can always change them freely. You could change them, but it costs money, and some can't be changed. And then this beacon thing right here, this teleport pad, has several places you can go to. The training dummy range, and that's just motionless dummies, and you can just shoot them a lot. And if you guys are wondering, I'm playing Ballistic Devil. Yes, I got him upgraded again, so that's cool. I personally think it's really cool. Some people say it looks like Sector, some people looks like one of the Spartans, Halo. I think I got something else, but I forgot. So yeah, you don't get any XP for like attacking these guys. Just kind of fun if you want to mess up enemies. And kind of helps to see if you like your powers, and like if they're cool or not. And then you can just simply run back to the beacon, or teleport, or fly, or whatever the heck you want. Oh, and I highly recommend when you are asked to choose your travel power that you do teleportation, flight, or maybe super jump. And if you really want to be intense, acrobatics, super speed is probably the worst decision you can make. Because you can't jump over buildings, and lots of walls are in this game. And this is shoot, I forgot the name of it already. This is just where you can practice blocking and see if you're strong enough. So you just stand on the X, press Z, it'll shoot a laser at you. And like that's the weakest laser, and it gets stronger per level. And if you die, there's a medic right here, so no need to worry about lightning, and I'll go all the way back to the powerhouse. And I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. Mobility testing, that just tells you if you like your travel power or not, or your battle station, where you practice. I lost my train of thought, sorry. Where you practice seeing if you are able to do missions, like without dying a lot, or if you just want to practice. Alright, so that's the powerhouse for you. Simply just hit OK to leave. It gives you a warning. If you want to keep these powers that you chosen, you just hit yes or no or whatever. So that crosses off the powerhouse. So I'll show you the bank. Bank is where you store all your gear and all your findings and your adventure, your souvenirs or whatever. Simply walk through the entrance, run up to banker. You don't have to wait in line because we're bosses like that. Just talk to a single banker. Come on. Welcome to the bank, and then continue, and then store is if you want to buy more bank slots, or just bank if you want to put stuff in here. That stuff's gonna be for later because I can't use them quite yet since I don't have the powers. Alright, bank crossed off. Now I'll show you the auction house. This is where you, of course, bid for your goodies, and probably the best choice to choose if you really want a powerful power. I honestly do not know any good powers, so honestly I'm probably the weakest character anyone could ever make, so don't judge. Alright, so the auction house is as simple as that. You just place your bid, go to one of those computers, place your bid, etc. Alright, then I'm gonna introduce to you the crafting trainers. You've seen that in my most first chapter online, but I'll show you all of them. There's 3 different types. There's mysticism, science, and arms. They honestly don't really matter. Just themes your character. Like my dude is supposed to be high tech and everything, so he focuses on arms and science. So if you want to beat mysticism, you talk to one of these mysticism trainers. And you usually just choose mysticism as your research. And there's like 3 different types, like enchanted gear, avatar, and I think something else. Fortunately, I can't remember right at the top of my head. Alright, so that's mysticism's trainers. This is coming up next is science. You just have to talk to one of these dudes over here, and you choose science. There's inventions, mutations, and alien, I think. So yeah, every trainer has 3 different choices to make your theme your character. Honestly, no one's gonna see, so it's just kind of a fun little thing to do for yourself. And I'll show you the last trainers, which is my personal favorite, the arms trainer. These guys, of course, can teach you how, if you want to choose ordnance, which is guns and whatnot, fighting styles, so if your character's like kung fu or something. And then there's... Man, I can never remember thirds of any of these. Well, you guys can figure it out on your own. I am ordnance, and once you choose those skills, you can make your own gear. Like, I would have my own gear, but I've picked up better stuff right now. It's really simple to use. If you want to see how the workbench works, just look in my first episode. Alright, cool. So that crosses out the trainers, and I'll show you the superjet. The superjet is where is sort of a means of transport to take you to like the desert or the Canadian wilderness after you save them from their crisis or disaster or whatever. You take the helicopter for those, like the crisis and the Canadian wilderness crisis. Alright, so this is the helicopter you go to if you want to unlock, I guess so to say, the Canadian wilderness and desert crisis. Desert's harder than the Canadian wilderness. You'll get the Canadian wilderness right away. And then here's the superjet. This is where you go to once you unlock, so to say, the Canadian wilderness in the South Crisis. Alright, simple as that. And I'll show you a role player's home away from home. It's just basically if you want to go to clubbing and role play and whatever, or if you just want to see some insane costumes. Like one time I saw this like humongous pink bunny, dude, and it was really weird because he was dancing on the floor, and yeah. Oh, dang, missed the jump. So I'll just enter it real quick for you. There's only like 2 rooms you can go to. Usually there's a hero that's acting as a bouncer, and you know how it goes from there. Well, of course, they can't see me because I'll be teleporting. Because teleporting, you're like invisible technically, and yeah. Oh hey, no bouncer. Oh wait, maybe there is. They don't see me. So this is sort of like the chillax area of the club. So if you just want to be a chillax role player. And then there's a dance floor where you go clubbing and whatnot. Partying, hardying, and whatnot. And yeah, there's always a person usually acting as a bar. And this is a whole bunch of stuff like that. Easy said. Alright, so Club Carapace checked off. So then that leaves me for the friendly places, the Until HQ, and the supergroup contacts. So, let's see here. The supergroup contact is if you want to make a supergroup. I do not think you can make a supergroup with a free account on Champions. Not 100%, I'm never really interested in supergroups anyways. And it's just a hassle, makes the game instead fun, a job, and that just annoys the heck out of me. So yeah, this is the Champions building. You go in there, and you just talk to a supergroup contact, and then you're happy. If you want to make a supergroup. So yeah, this is where you register, and why not? I'll kind of intrude on the Champions. I don't see why she gets the front of it all. She doesn't even seem much of a leader. It's more like defender instead. So yeah, it's just a nice, easy little place. This is time for super speed would be nice, but super speed just isn't nice when you're outdoors. It just isn't. Supergroup contacts. Until HQ. Until HQ is where you can do these like really, really long missions. I think you're very limited on choices if you're a free account, but if you're a premium account, you can do a whole bunch of long missions. But these long missions are hard, very torturous. Seth and I know very much so. And a little bit of Steiner Toll. Chocolate Sushi still hasn't seen it though. She went inside, but she didn't really know what it was all about. So if you want to do a long mission, you just talk to one of these agents right here with a green exclamation mark above their head. Z. And you're like, I might drop that boat through, and then you do Operation Demon Flame. Don't do that one. I didn't say that. What you guys smoking? So nice and simple. And now I'm since those are all the friendly territories I know, I'll introduce to you the enemy territories that I know, which will be West Side, West Docks, Park area, and the area around City Hall. The West Side is sort of like the second weakest, I mean. So first goes like Park, the easiest. As you guys seen, you've seen me do the Park plenty of times. That's just a starter to get you into some really cool stuff. So the Park I'll show first. And this is the mission you do. That's called Ring Can Recon. So you get it from Defender. After you figure it out and whatnot, finish the mission, you'll end up in West Side. Teleporting is a little slow. I definitely don't recommend it if you don't like pressing the button several times, because I'm just pressing the button several times. Ever since I played the game a lot. Played tons of games that require lots of re-pressing a button and keys and whatnot. So yeah. Rin Can Recon starts off here. You have to kill like 6 new purple gang, 6 Cobra Lords, I believe they're called. And you question them, like after they say I give up and whatnot. So like, if this guy will do it. Yeah, lay off already, see? And once you question them all, you talk to a vendor, like any vendor in those weird outfits, like the red tiny little skirt girl or the dude that's in front of the park. After you talk to the unpleasant gentleman in the disguise, you step right here and it will unlock you Rin Can Recon. Like the instance mission version. Alright, then after you do the mission, you end up right about here. You come out of this door. Usually you get attacked by purple gang. So you just gotta shoot them up. Sort of like that. And then you can go straight to Kodiak, which is all the way over here. And you do his missions. He's sort of like the main storyline, I guess you could say. And then here's my favorite place I like to go to for a quick like XP thing or something. So it's really simple. You just do the list that says on the bottom right. Don't get tased by the ringleaders. Get up, and then just shoot them back up. They're sort of hard though, especially from a person of my level. I'm level 21 and these guys are like 10. It's insane. Then if you did good enough, you usually get a good power, and that's a pretty good power for me. Medium power healing patch. Also, Westside has some of the ordnance, not ordnance, but the different types of trainers. So like if you picked enchanted gear on mysticism, you just go straight to right there if you can see it. Go through the door and you're set. Or if you're ordnance, you go here. Mutations here. They're just awesome to have because you don't have to search for all of them. You could just go to the simple ones that I showed you though, where they have all the blueprints. But what's the fun in that? I mean, you got adventure. I mean, seriously. Alright, and then the West Docks. It's all the way over here. And this is right after, pretty much right after you enter West Side. You kind of progressively move forward until you reach the docks. There's some easy missions there, but it has different enemies. Instead of the new pro gang, it's like maniacs or whatever. So that covers West Side and West Docks. Try not to split too much so you can adventure a lot more. But yeah, if you guys are lost or need like some sort of extra tip or whatever that you can't see, I'm here. Then the area around City Hall. This is the last place I've been to for the time being. And this is where the level 20s are and whatnot. You can do a pretty cool like event mission, basically where you're protecting the mayor from getting assassinated. It's nice and easy. Kinda wish there was a faster way to get over there though. Oh well. And that covers all the places that I know really well. So I guess this was kind of a nice beginner's tour if you want to avoid like a bad place. And also do keep in mind it sort of goes from left, weakest, top, medium, right, strongest, I believe that's how it goes. And the deeper north or west or east you get, the harder it gets. And that basically covers it for all of the places. If you have any questions, please comment below. Or if I missed something that you want me to investigate, or if you just want to yell at me, just comment below, as I've said. I'm a pretty cool guy. Unless people don't deserve my coolness, because I'm radical like that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.